Good morning, brothers. Welcome to A Brown Bag Gentleman. My name is Scott, and today's shave is with Zingari Man Nomad. And the razor is a Rapira, basic little Rapira, less than 15 bucks type of razor. So we're going to have fun with that today. So let me pause now, wash the face, and I'll be right back. All right, brothers, welcome back. Face is all washed, warm washcloth and soap, of course. So got all that prepped. So now it's time to get things ready here. But we'll start with, I'll show you the razor because I haven't done this for a while. So I'm going to start doing this, I think. I'm going to uncap this. So yes, I've been shaving with it for the week. There is a Gillette Silver Blue blade in this. It does overhang. It's a $15 or less razor. So I'm willing to forgive overhang for an inexpensive razor. But yeah, not comfortable to basically open it up here. That, ends of that blade sticking out. Not the most comfortable, but it's, consider the price. Handle is metal. It's a solid metal little handle too, so it's not a little hollow thing there is. It is a metal handle, so impressed. Base plate off. And of course, there's the Gillette Silver Blue in the cap. But notice how it doesn't have the posts on the sides, but it has the four corner holds. So another traditional way of doing it. Stamped base plate, like the Gillettes are too, just a stamped little base plate like you like those old Gillettes. So yeah, so let's put the handle back on. So you've seen that. So yes, it's handle heavy. And I don't like to snug it too much because I don't want to slice my fingers on the side of that blade. But there we go. Double check. Is it even? Yeah, it looks even to me. There we go. So let's see. Gap. It's got I guess, moderate amount of gap. So it is a pretty mild blade. So even with my Gillette Silver Blue in there, it's not overly aggressive or anything. But it's enjoyable. I will tell you that right off the bat. It was an enjoyable week so far. My soaking cup here, milk glass, little green. I like milk glass, so I've got a boar hair brush. So let me put this cup down. Sterling boar hair. Let's see. Let's do 2 shakes and squeeze. 1, 2, squeeze. There we go. So now I can show you the Sterling. There we go. Sterling boar brush. Not my favorite. I will tell you that up front. It's a boar brush, so it's rough, coarse. I don't scrub with this at all. I tried it the first time we had it, and it ripped my face apart, just scratching it all up. But it does a good job, and you can paint on it very well. So this is an effective brush. It's just not my first choice. So, but some of you might just absolutely love boar hair brushes. So I wanted the nostalgia because that's what I started with, what have you. But anyway, the soap has been, I squished it in there, put a little water on it to soak in there with the soap. And I'm going to leave that water in there. There's probably 3/4 of a teaspoon of water in there. I tend to like to put a little bit more water in with the boar brush, but let's get started with that. Okay, first 50. Of course, I do a total of 250 swirls, but that's the first 50. So yeah, so it's not like all drippy water now. Let's do another 50. The second 50, so now the total of 100. And yes, this bowl is just a local Sanford, North Carolina pottery local artisan bowl. I paid $5, maybe $6 at most for this bowl. So it's an inexpensive little bowl. If you're really on a budget, you can use a cereal bowl out of the cupboard. Really, you can use anything. I've used a dollar store glass bowl before. Now it's, of course, $1.25 glass bowl. But yeah, so you don't have to spend a lot of money to get started, but highly recommend you use a bowl to get your soap activated instead of your face for this brush. Now I'm going to reverse it and go counterclockwise now for the next 150. Comfort reasons only, that's all. Okay, and that soap you see in the bottom is really dissipated, so it's really getting into this brush. And of course, the more coarseness and stiffness of the boar brush is great for that. So 150 in, another 100 to go. So let's do another 50. Oh, that smells nice. Holding up here with my face, yeah. Oh, that does smell nice. Okay, well, we'll get into that in a moment here. That's 200 in, 50 more. Oh, let me just kind of take care of that. There we go. Now let's go 50. There we go. Plenty, plenty, plenty. Nice and peaky now. And I just find consistently 250 swirls just really brings out the best in most soaps. But of course I can't scrub this in my face now, so we're just going to paint it on. So just the painting stroke instead. So we're not going to scrub it in. Oh, the scent. Then yeah, let's kind of cover that while I'm soaping up here. So the scent is, because the Nomad is Sweet Bay, Lime, and Rum. And on the website it says it's lighter, more forward citrus pop. And I was reading that description from Zingari Man that was on the Maggard's website for this soap. Now this soap, and it's definitely more citrusy. I get more of the citrus, so it's not traditional Bay Rum scent. I mean, it's got that warmth to it, but it is more citrusy, definitely, absolutely. That's what I get out of this too. So it's a nice little difference in that theme there, so I like that. They're changing up a little bit. And now the soap itself, it is not vegan. It has beef tallow and goat milk in it. And it has a lot of other good oils and stuff too. It's wonderful. And of course there is glycerin in there too. And I always like a little bit of glycerin. I personally like that. Whether it's vegan or animal based, I like a little glycerin in there too. But there's some nice, coconut oil. There's a whole bunch of nice oils in this too, and what have you. So yeah, a well-made soap. Really, really like what the ingredients I saw in this soap. And yeah, I can stop doing this now. It's on there thick and nice, and yeah, I can just stop it. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll stop. Now we're going to try something different from me, because I don't normally do this. I do it on occasion, but I'm going to do a 2-pass shave, not a 3-pass shave that I normally that you see me always do. I always do a 3-pass shave most of the time, but the recommendation for Zingari Man soap was to do a 2-pass with the grain and against the grain. So we're going to try that today, just to try something different. So yes, this Rapira, we're going to get that warmed up in the sink water here. There we go. Pass 1, of course, is with the grain. And of course, yeah, I got a new haircut yesterday. It was time. I hadn't cut my hair in 3 months. So I was definitely due. Now, this is not a razor that I would like to put a feather blade in at all. I think that would be just too rough. But I think this Gillette Silver Blue, for me, is a great blade for this razor. So it gives it enough aggression that I'm enjoying it, and I feel satisfied with the closeness of my shave, especially shaving every other day, 4 times a week. That's what I shave. So I like this combination. This works well for me. Okay, now let's go up on the neck, and down on the face is with the grain for me. Here we go. There we go. So that's what we're now. What was this feeling in between passes here? Yes, my neck going against the grain here definitely feels, like there's length there still. Normal stuff. And on the face, it took it off pretty good. I was quite pleased with how much is off the face. Doesn't feel as roughness as the neck does as far as length of hair, whiskers there, those, especially these old bristly silver whiskers. So we're going to see how this 2-pass shave goes. I'm going to guess that probably in the face is not really going to be an issue, but we'll see the neck if it is or not. But I want to try it. We're trying things. I like to try different things with the thoughts of, during the week, a 2-pass instead of a 3-pass. When I'm going to the office, those days I go to the office, save that extra minute or so. Not a bad idea. And the strength in this soap. I'm calling this definitely a good solid 4 anyway. It's definitely pronounced scent. Maybe even higher than that. Maybe let's go higher. Let's say at least a solid 5 out of 10. And for me, a strong soap is like a 6 out of 10. That's a strong soap. compared to like aftershaves and clones and stuff. So I'm saying this is definitely got some strength to it. It's definitely nice. It's a nice scent. So if you didn't care for it, yeah, you may not like it so much because it is pronounced scent, but I happen to like it. So yes, I do like this scent. So yes, yeah, I'm enjoying this. And that's key, is I want you to be able to enjoy your shaves. Okay, pass 2 is against the grain, straight to against. No going across the grain, straight to against. Let's see how this works. Okay, yeah. Face is 0 issues. I don't feel like I'm tugging and pulling or any of that. And that's kudos to the design, the engineering of the razor, but also that Gillette Silver Blue blade. Okay. Let's see how it goes against on this half. Oh, felt a little tuggy right there. There you go, probably a little extra hair, extra long hair. Maybe it's hairs that I missed the first pass because it is down here well low. So I bet I missed it on my first pass. So I felt that, there a little bit. And yes, I feel like I'm going to need at least a little bit of cleanup. Not much though. We really won't need much. So 2, it worked. And if I had been a little more thorough on the first pass, it probably wouldn't have been so rough right that little spot right there. But overall, no face. Not bad. Yes, very nice. Okay, now let's just do a buffing pass, a little bit of water. Just splash on some water. Okay, now let's do the other side. There you go. Splash water underneath the chin here on the neck. Now I do find a difference between my strong arm side and my weak side, because this is I'm left-handed, so to come across, just felt another spot right there. There we go. So smoother. I think I did a better job on my strong arm side. All right, so that was comfortable. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, let me pause and wash up, and we'll be back to discuss. Okay, guys, I'm back. Just washed the face with warm water and a washcloth. Wiped up the equipment here, wiped up the razor and what have you, and yeah, I'll be putting that away to start a new shave with a different razor tomorrow. But how'd that go? Well, the 2-pass shave, not as comfortable as the 3-pass for me. My neck is feeling a little bit more, we'll just say a little irritation from doing against the grain without doing a cross pass first. But I think that's because these are white, coarse whiskers, not your, color infused still when you're a younger man, less than 40 type of thing. So I think if you're under 40, 2-pass is probably a definite go for you, viable. Or you have over 40 if you don't have the preponderance of the silver or white stuff in your hair in your whiskers there. So for me, yeah, not as comfortable. I'm a 3-pass guy. It just is more comfortable for me, and I think it pertains to the coarser, thicker white whiskers. That having said that though, enjoyed that shave. It was good to try the 2-pass because you don't know unless you try. That's the thing. I encourage you to try things. You see something, try it, see if it works for you or not. Now with that, okay, it's time to put on the cold water here and get a couple of splashes so I can put on some alum. I always like the alum. Alrighty. Alum stick in hand. A little sting right down there. Yeah, right where that little spot was where I felt a little roughness. Yeah, right there. Oh, right there, a spot. Ooh, right over here and over the edge. Okay. So yeah, stinging. I mean, you're going to get general stinging anyway if you're using alum with pretty much any shave. A little bit. But to me, it's funny because I don't think this stings as much as going straight to an alcohol-based aftershave. I think this stings less if you do this first. And of course, there's like no sting once you go to the alcohol-based aftershave after you use one of these first. I just, that's been my experience. So yeah, liking that. And also, I don't have to use an aftershave. I've just done that as the antiseptic properties on my face. So I could go straight and go about my business if I wanted to. But yeah, I'm going to throw a little something on anyway. Let's just clean that down a little bit. There we go. And today we're using, since it's citrus forward, we're just going to use these very precious little left of my AllMan Fearless. And of course, this is a Lidl purchase. It was like a whole whopping $5 for the bottle. I don't know. I haven't bought it in like a year or better, so I'll probably be picking up another one this weekend if they have this particular Fearless in stock. I don't like really the other 2 cents that they carry. I like this one because it is that citrusy. It's light. I mean, in 5 minutes you can put something else over it as for after colognes or whatever, EDPs. There we go. That didn't finish the bottle, but it's just about finished. And yeah, I've got some stuff to put in my chin whiskers now that they're getting a little bit longer here in the mustache. Generally for the mustache, I just put a little bit of mineral, a little tray fluoresce in my mustache on a comb. That's what I do. And the chin, I tend to like to try and do, some kind of beard balm stuff just to try it. And I do tend to like that, especially as it gets longer, just for a little light shaping. The mustache is not so much of a problem. Like right now it's a little disheveled. Plain old comb takes care of that. Done, Alrighty, so there's that. So I'm not going to bore you with watching me put the balm on. I'll show it to you. It's a Bay Rum sterling one, and it's rather thick. It's my only concern about this. It's thick. You got to really dig your finger in there to get some out of there. But that's my only gripe. It's like, yeah, no, it's not really a gripe to me. It's not really a discernible gripe to really worry about. But having said that, hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe, and go with God.